once again to all of my YouTube fans all over the world. To old fans and to new fans or new people who will be subscribing, we welcome you to our channel. To all of those who have supported us in the past, we give you our abundance of thanks. And those of you who are new, we know you will find our content favorable and you will become an ardent follower and supporter. So this week, once again, we are coming to you yet again from the pristine and majestic Maracas Valley, St. Joseph, nested in the valley surrounded by the El Tuquich peaks. And as you well know, interwoven ourselves with nature is indeed a very important thing to do in terms of tranquilizing our body, minds, and spirit. And today, as we present the background of nature again, once again, we know that we will create that tranquilizing effect on you so that you can really relax and take in what we have to say. So as usual, in our customary style, I will begin today's presentation. So I, Imo Rameses Bakari, your psychologist and life coach from the magical community of Point Fortin, coming to you today from the majestic and pristine Maracas Valley, St. Joseph. It is my desire to increase your self-esteem. It is my desire to increase your self-confidence. It is my desire to help you develop clear thinking and to help you develop even clearer plans. And this will be done through counseling, through coaching, through teaching, motivational speaking, feature speaking, and writing. Because you, yes, you are deserving of becoming the best possible versions of yourselves, and we are committed to partner with you in 2023 to ensure that this becomes a reality. So welcome once again, and we welcome you to today's presentation. And the motivational word that we will share with you today is that responsible leaders and responsible leadership will ensure that they prepare the young people to take over the reins of leadership. I repeat, responsible leaders and responsible leadership will ensure that they prepare young people to take over the reins of leadership. And the title of today's presentation is called Securing the Future. And those of us who are mature, and those of us who have been in leadership for many years, please remember, it is not your divine right to remain in a leadership position till you are ready to die. Let me repeat. It is not your divine right to remain in a leadership position till you are ready to die. And if we are already serious about building organizations, if we are already serious about the sustainability of organizations, we must ensure, as the mature leaders, as the experienced leaders, that we give the young people a chance. I have been involved in many organizations, and I have been saddened by the attitude of many of the senior people in these organizations who are not prepared to vacate office no matter what. They are not prepared. And I have come to the conclusion that they will only vacate office when they actively die. So they are prepared to die in office rather than ensure that the organization does not die. And once you do not want to remove yourself from a leadership position as a senior person, it means to say you are more committed to the death of that organization rather than its continuity. So organizations must have proper succession plans. They must make it a matter of policy where a certain percentage of young people must be in senior leadership positions. For example, having, let us say, 20 to 30% of your senior leadership consisting of persons between 30 to 50 years, right? Between 30 to 50 years as a matter of policy. So in that way, it wouldn't be talk. In that way, it would not be tokenism about involving young people in leadership, but it will be embedded in your policy. And more important than having it embedded in your policy, you must be able to practice, because you can have something in policy and yet you are not practicing it. So we must give them the opportunity now, not later, not tomorrow. The young people must be given the opportunity now. The people who are experiencing leadership, their role must be one of mentorship. Their role must be one of nurturing. Their role must be one of advisement. Their role must be one of encouragement, because in that way you will ensure that your organization remains strong. In that way you will ensure that the transfer of knowledge takes place to ensure that the institutional strength of the organization does not diminish. You can adopt positions such as elder leaders. So in that way, you are still in the organization may still compensate you or have you around to provide and share your knowledge. So you can still be in the limelight, but in terms of the positions where decisions have to be made, the young people must be given the chance in terms of making their contribution. Because when we look across the world today, we have recognized that a lot of the powerful movements have been driven by young people. Remember in 1976, during the apartheid era in South Africa, where school-aged children were the ones who drove that movement, resisting the kind of injustices that existed in the society at that kind of time. We see it today in the African continent. The very young ones are rising up in a way totally different from the senior leaders who have been complicit in weakening their countries, who have been complicit in supporting the interests of the Western world at the expense of the citizens of the African continent. Because after all, if you're born in a place blessed with mineral resources and you are not benefiting, something is wrong with that. And many of the young leaders, as the present leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, he is saying that the resources of the country must benefit the people of the country. The recent leadership in change in Niger, they are saying the same thing. How it is that your country could be producing uranium and most of the country does not have electricity, and another country thousands of miles away are getting it at dog cheap prices. Only earlier today, I recognized that they were just paying 80 cents per kilo when the market price is $200 euro for a kilo of uranium. That could never be right. And they are saying enough is enough. So the young people, once given a chance, they will be able to excel, they will be able to shine, and they will be able to provide a new brand of leadership, but they must be given the opportunity. And when we think of national development, the role of youth in national development is fundamental for the survival of our country. So I'm saying that the whole profile of youth work must be escalated. There must be more programs showing that there's a viable career path in terms of youth work. And in addition to involving and making more young people prominent in leadership positions, all of that will go a long way. And when we talk about youth, we are not just talking about youth work and development as an isolated area. Every area of national development, whether it be economic, whether it be technological, whether it be environmental, whether it be social, whether it be educational, the young people must be center, left, right, and center. Because without that, there is no future. And if we are already truly committed to securing the future, we must know, those of us who are experienced and mature, it's a matter of sharing, passing on, nurturing, and guiding, and even allowing the young people to make mistakes. Because remember, one of the greatest learnings in life arises from making mistakes. So do not be fearful that they will make mistakes, because once you are doing something, you're going to make a mistake. So encourage them, give them that confidence, and let us create a secured future, not only for themselves, but in giving our various countries across the globe the best possible chance of rising to a higher level of development. I remain a firm supporter of young people. I have been working with them from my youth myself, as a mature person now in terms of education and in terms of other organizations I've been involved in. And I am certainly prepared at any moment to continue supporting, guiding, and not craving. I've never been a craver of position, because position doesn't mean anything. The key operative, and the key thing to make a difference is leadership. So whether a person is young, old, or middle-aged, give them the opportunity, particularly the young, because their creativity, their talent, their fearlessness, when you combine all of that with their natural abilities, we will be giving organizations and countries a very powerful opportunity to be successful. So let us truly, truly do everything in our power, from a point of view of policy, from the point of view of motivation, from the point of view of institutional building, in giving young people the opportunities to do and achieve what they are capable of achieving. I thank you for listening. I thank you for viewing. And I know this message will find support with the young population. I know this message will find support with those leaders who are wise enough to know that they cannot remain in office forever. Remember, all of us will be no more at some point in time. And when you are no more, the true test and the true strength and reflection of the strength of your organization is reflected in its continuity and its effectiveness. So, give the young people a chance, give the young people a chance, and do not make it a situation that is by chance. It must be structured, it must be planned, and it must be supported. So I thank you once again and encourage you to support our work by contributing via the account information flashing on the screen. Support our work via the YPay link, by partaking in one of our ongoing courses, or purchasing our book Conversation, priced at 100 TT, 45 EC, or 15 United States dollars. You can also support other books that I have on sale: A Tribute to African Civilization by Brother Kasala Kamara for $100, Understanding Sierra James, $140 by Bukareni, and How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, costing $150 by the late, great Dr. Walter Rodney. So thank you once again for listening and viewing, and give us a call at 1-868-778-5141, 1-868-779-2544, or email us at leadershipwithadifference@gmail.com. So stay tuned for another powerful presentation next week, please God. Bye.